Hi, this is Drew Colgrove, and this is my Autobiography Roadmap for Liberty University. I decided the best way that I could showcase my literary journey is through a short video where I can show you some of the charts and you can actually hear me talk about my journey. When reflecting on my relationship with reading throughout my life, I realized there's three main categories of which I would read. That for academic, for like school, recreationally for fun, and occupationally based on what job I had or what hobbies I was in. Before high school, most of my formal reading came for just reading for school and doing what I had to for school. But I also was in a lot of theater, and so throughout the years I read a lot of scripts and plays, and that didn't feel like reading even though it was. As far as recreationally, I did not think that reading was very fun at that time, and it was really hard for me to get through a book more than just 10 pages in. In the 8th grade, I had an English teacher named Miss Mullen, and she completely changed the way I thought about reading. She allowed me to read the book The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. And that book, although a little bit above the age grade for 8th grade, it was really engaging, and it showed me that some books can really show you a good time and are not boring and don't have to be just for academic purposes. In high school, I had a weird relationship with reading because I found a lot more fun in reading books, but I was also very involved in theater. So occupationally, I was reading scripts and writing scripts and reading about scripts a lot more than anything. And for school, I would basically read what I had to get the assignment done, but I definitely didn't read a whole novel that was assigned to me. At the end of high school, I fell in love with psychology and film, especially reading about studies, and I took an AP psychology class. This really changed the way that I read because I started to understand more academic, more complex ideas that were written, and my love for academic journals grew, and it inspired me to follow psychology when I got to college. So in college, because I joined the psychology major, I did a lot of reading of psychology studies, different textbooks, and I actually did enjoy reading these books, and I usually would read them in their entirety. I would read some books for fun, but I fell in love with film at this time, and so most of my free time was on movies, and I absolutely had no time for theater or to read outside of that. Now, I would say that I read a lot more for fun. I go to the bookstore probably once or twice a month and buy way more books than I can read in that amount of time. I'm always trying to find a book that read the next book, and even before I finish a book I'm reading, I'm looking for the next one. I still do theater in the community, so I am reading scripts, and with my job at an elementary school, I'm reading a lot more IEPs and different pieces of text for that. And as far as academic, I read for grad school. Overall, as you can see from the roller coaster I decided to use in the background of this slide, I was a very slow beginner to reading. I definitely didn't read for fun or find it enjoyable at first. Most of my reading came from scripts, which, looking back, is why I love reading dialogue between characters, and I'm very interested in breaking down characters. And now, through that love of both psychology and complex pieces and learning to read for fun, I read all the time. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope you enjoyed the charts and the pictures that I used. I figured that this way of presenting my autobiography roadmap would be the best way to express myself and to show my talents, and the best way for you to hear it from me. And I thank you for your time.